There's no magic to the phrase radical Islam. It's a political talking point. It's not a strategy. And the reason I am careful about how I describe this threat has nothing to do with political correctness and everything to do with actually defeating extremism.
Clearly, the president feeling passionately and by some estimations very angry in his words, and that passion coming after we were hit by a savage at a nightclub in Orlando, but not for the savage, for the use of the words radical Islam in politics.
And that's what's detached from reality about the speech. The phrase isn't magical, but it's reality. It's the reality that we're facing a hostile ideology and that it motivates people all around the world. The president's unwillingness to use it is because he won't acknowledge the existence of the ideology. He knows there are people out there killing, but he won't acknowledge the reason why. Because if he did, it would require a totally different strategy. He hasn't learned a thing about terrorism in 7.5 years.
Okay. You know what's interesting about the language or the lack of identifying it as such? It just waters down. When you get to the local cops, when you get to the FBI agents, the message is clear. We are not going after radical Islamists. We are going after extremists from somewhere.
All right. All I can think about, Sandra, are those worst of the worst that we are about to transfer out of Guantanamo Bay. And how thirsty, after watching what a little radicalization can do in a nightclub in Orlando, how thirsty they might be.
But I just wanted to go back to the way the president started this speech by saying there's no proof that an outside group directed this attack, that this man did become radicalized, and he took the info in online. And I know we all had an immediate reaction. I know you did, Ambassador.
Yeah, look, this is like a criminal defense attorney trying to establish reasonable doubt. Well, we don't have enough evidence. Who's he defending?
Right.
What about the victims? The purpose the president should have had here in mind today is to rally the country, to try and ease the pain, and to say, we will not let this happen again. Instead, he's more worried about political commentary out on the campaign trail. It is a complete disjunction from reality.
He called him an angry young man who was disturbed and basically blamed him for spending time online. That's how we got to this place, with all those people dead, with what we heard about him walking and shooting people that were already down.
If we were waiting for the president to belay our fears, we didn't get it in that speech. Police ask, if you were alive, raise your hand when they got to that nightclub. Our hands are in the air, Mr. President.